Hello and welcome to Field Exclusive with Antonio T. Smith Jr. Glad to have you all on today's call. We've been building and learning time is over, so we're executing. And so yesterday we talked about using AI as a foundation when it comes to customer loyalty. So, of course, y'all know we about to have a discussion. Okay, Deidre and me. All right. So I just want to know what you learned from yesterday and how you're going to implement what you learned in your businesses, whether you started your business or not. If you haven't started your business, you could, you still pretty sure you came up with ways and say, okay, I'm going to do this and ideas to implement it into your business. If you have a business, how are you going to implement what you learned yesterday into your business to promote and not sustain? I think it is sustain customer loyalty. Now, y'all know I will have this off with silence. I had it yesterday. Okay. I got an old school song playing in the background over here in Starbucks. So
one thing I wanted to say is like a lot of times we want to make sure that every customer, for me, I try to make sure that every customer is coming in, that everyone's coming in having the same experiences, and also that the doors of communication need to be open, especially, I think for everyone's business, but for mine, I'm saying, with writing the books and stuff, it has to, the communication has to be there, because I would not want people to spend a small fortune, which is what they're spending, and for them to have a book or blog or something that's not going to help them to go to the next level. So making sure that I am detailing the experiences of everyone, to be like, okay, I'm saying, Renee was able to do this for my project, but she was on time, she was this and she was that. That's a huge deal for me, and to make sure that if there's something going on, that we're able to talk about it, and I don't have to necessarily go gospel gangster like what Deanna was doing the other day with the message, even though it can be needed. But I just want to make sure that the communication is there to help, because I really don't want to have to go gospel gangster, but I'm saying, sometimes you have to do what you have to do, but to make sure that everyone's having that same feeling, I'm saying, that they're like, okay, this business sucks, or people be like, okay, this is great because I was able to go and do this. So that was one of the things that I learned, and it's big, because if we're not good to our customers, then we can't expect to be in business long if we're not good to our customers. So, yeah.
that's right. All right. Thank you, Queen Renee. All right. So you just joining us. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. We're asking about, based on what you learned yesterday, while we talked about implementing AI, artificial intelligence, as a foundation when it comes to customer loyalty. What have you learned, and how will you implement it into your businesses, whether you started your business right now or not? How are you going to implement what you learned from yesterday in your business? I don't know why y'all thought I was gonna talk about. Y'all better come on. Just want to remind you, Mr. Smith watches these replays. He watched the replay yesterday. Okay, so how are you going to implement what you learned from yesterday?
Don't stick me out here by myself, you guys.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we learned a lot yesterday. So what did you learn? Even if you have a business, even if you haven't started your business yet, even if you're not there yet in your business, how will you implement what we've learned so far to make sure that your business is the top and flowing?
So don't act like I haven't had those 3 customers that we talked about yesterday. Unruly,
Okay, you
a good
people.
review, and a bad review. Go ahead, Mr. Dory.
I'm not gonna say much because it's kind of the same thing, but I really had to think about, I'll go back to the beginning. We talked about what kind of manager or business owner are we? And I really think I vacillate between average and good. I got the people part down pretty good because I really do care about people. So that's not difficult for me to care and do things that that are more beneficial than negative. If I'll give a real quick example. Unfortunately, I had to terminate an employee yesterday. I disagreed with the termination. I called BS on it, but my boss, who's the owner, was like, no, do it. And what I was clear with him is let me explain to you what my real role is. I onboard people, so I bring them in, and I offboard people. I don't fire, I don't terminate, and I don't hire. You guys as managers make the decisions who you want to bring on board. When you make the wrong decisions, then you come to mommy and you want mommy to fix it. That's not my role. So I was really clear with him how I felt about the decision that they made. But I lost that battle. He didn't care. He said, I still want the person terminated. I'm like, okay. I gave him all the legal reasons why he might get some kind of a complaint. Bottom line is, I say average and then good because the people part I have. The average part is I'm not strategic. I am a in the moment, in the minutia, in the need to be done person, and not always thinking bigger picture. I'm getting better at it because now I understand that that's who I am and how I operate, because I have to start getting a little bit more pushback and tell people I'm not a 24/7. Don't be calling me on Saturday, which did happen this past Saturday. I'm not here to fix your problems. I'm here to help you avoid your problems. And when you make them, you fix them. I'm a support system. I'm not the doer of it. And I really have to learn to train them that because it's getting worse and worse. I'm the person. So average because I vacillate a little bit, meaning I move wherever the wind moves, and I have to start standing like a tree and let the breeze blow, but not move. If that makes sense. So I'm getting better at knowing where my room for improvements are, and that's where I'm going to focus. Will I always do it? No. That's why I need a team around me that have the pieces that I have missing. So if we're missing pieces, don't think you have to be the everything. That just means you might need to find another person to be able to fill the hole that you can't. I don't want to be able to fill all the holes. I don't want to be whole like that because I don't think that's where my interest is. I want to do the right thing, but have the right people around me, if that makes sense.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Dory. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for you. All right. Good morning again, everyone. We just discussing yesterday what we learned and how uh we're going to implement the things that we learned yesterday as far as using artificial intelligence as a foundation when it comes to customer loyalty. How are you going to use that in your business? Even if you haven't started your business, how are you going to use it? Because when they get it on the head, if you don't have customer loyalty, you don't have customers, you don't have a business. Okay. If the money is in the customer pocket. So you're gonna have to master customer loyalty. You're gonna have that unruly customer. It's just gonna happen. Okay. You're gonna have the person that leaves a great review. You're gonna have the person that's gonna leave not so great review. So you have to know, how to talk to ChatGPT so that you can get the proper response, the professional response, but also I'm professional, but don't play with me response, So you want to make sure. So how anybody else? How are we implementing this into our business? We also talked about yesterday how Antonio built a powerhouse centered around customer loyalty. That is finally. Yeah.
Right. Because like Dre said, and like we said yesterday, without customers, you have no business. Without customers, you have no money. So using artificial intelligence to build a good or great, preferably great, customer service foundation is what we need. You know, again, artificial intelligence. Don't be afraid of it. If you are working within your natural gifts, it's a boost for you because it helps shorten the time between what you want to do and executing. If your mindset is, I just don't want to do this, period, then guess what? It's not going to get done. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on this morning. Real quick. Again, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time this week, Antonio will not be on any calls due to him. He won't be on any calls until Rhino Leg, excuse me, is 100% launched. So I will be your guide in this life of business journey until it is launched. We will be having Pathbender tonight at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I will be your guide there as well. Pray for me. Pathbender is, just pray for me. You know, send out some positive vibes into the universe for me because it's Pathbender. And okay. And look, I'm a student in that class. So to teach that class is like, well, you sure you want me to do that? You know, I may have them bending that path into a pretzel. I mean, I'm just saying, you might
Watch
it.
Make sure I get some salt and some mustard. All right.
You know, or some cinnamon sugar, Grace, some cinnamon sugar.
Yes. All right now. Come on back. We're fooling you. Come
Cinnamon
on back.
sugar pretzel.
That's it.
Sounds so wonderful. Bread with cinnamon and sugar on it with some butter.
From the Lord. That's from the Lord. All right.
Of God. Yes, it is. Real quick, Uncle Romy Rome. Question. We have a person within our network who is who's teaching college students in Ghana, and they wanted to know if we had anyone in that area that their kids can do internships with. So Antonio told me to speak with you because you have contacts in the Ghana area. And give me 1 second, I'll tell you, it's 2 areas. It's Ghana and 1 second. I had it, then I lost it. My brain did something. Okay, here we go. It is Ghana, Uganda and Kenya. It's Uganda and Kenya.
Yeah, I was worried about you there for a moment because see, I know somebody in Kenya on the ground, boots and all. But when you say Uganda, I was like, what the hell is she talking about? Okay.
I'm so used to hearing Ghana. So that was the first one that popped in my head. And I was like, wait, no, I'm missing another one. But when I went back, I'm like, no, it's Uganda and Kenya.
So you said teenagers, right?
College students for internships.
Oh, okay. And what just so happens that my friend is a professor. Well, used to be a professor at a college. So
that would
maybe.
be
Okay. Oh, then we need to talk then.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Reaching out. Thank you very much. See?
Hey.
Thank you.
Oh, Ben, you make me unmute my mic. Yesterday's class, the thing that stood out to me was when you use ChatGPT to respond to customer complaints, or it could be, customers' loyalty, whatever the case may be. I thought that was fascinating because that never entered my mind. But what did enter my mind after you did that, because it blew me away, I said, some response you're going to send directly to the individual, but other responses you're going to post on your website or wherever the responses are at for other customers who had no complaints to read them. And if you're putting up responses like you did on ChatGPT, you're going to look very professional. You look very good to the customers who don't have a complaint to say, look how well that owner or that whoever it was responded to that customer complaint versus, kick rocks, kiss my behind, or, us getting ghetto with them. Because I know how to do that. I mean, like, hey, you don't know who you talking to, but people see that too. So I thought that blew me away. And I says, so Chef Che was saying like, yay, I do this. And I'm like, you know what? That's something in the back of my mind I want to be mindful of as I move forward with my customers, because you're making it easier on yourself and it makes you look more intelligent than you really are. And I need all the help I can get.
We love you, Uncle Romy Rome. But no, that is awesome, because when we're building businesses, we only think about the product that we're pushing and people buying it. But we never look at the full picture. We never see how everything is integrated. Prime example. While you guys are talking, I'm sitting here and I'm like, we never actually discussed the importance of marketing and having a budget for marketing when it comes to customer service and customer loyalty. Because yesterday we saw in the message how we're offering, free things to either assist in keeping that customer loyalty or to make a customer happy because something isn't working. But we don't think to put that in the budget. We don't think to budget in having to send out maybe 10 free products a month. I'm saying 10. But we never know. The bigger your business gets, you never know what's going on, because not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody's going to like your product. Some people are going to buy your stuff just so they can break it, just so they can complain. And we don't account for that. So going forward, also pay attention to the additional things that you didn't think about when building your business. Now, today, again, everyone, this is going to be interactive. Yay, yay. Today, we're going to talk about how to overperform and overdeliver using how to overperform and overdeliver with video automation, using video automation with AI. Sorry about that, Grace. Took me a second to get that out.
Wait. So video automation is twice.
No.
Video automation, using video.
Using video automation with AI.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking and talking at the same time, and sometimes it's not the best thing to do because you hadn't finished the thought before you got it out your mouth, and now you're sitting here like, dang it, I probably should have thought that through before I said it. So we're not gonna do that part. All right. So yesterday we discussed customer loyalty and artificial intelligence. This hazelnut coffee is on point this morning. And then the day before that, what's today? Today's Thursday. So that was Tuesday. It was Tuesday, right? Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. Tuesday we talked about
Yesterday
using
was part two. You did part one.
Thank you, Grace.
Excellent.
Yesterday was part 2. Yesterday was Wednesday. My days get confused. I swear yesterday was Tuesday. Tuesday we talked about what type of CEO are you? And that's CEO not only in your business, but in your personal life. Yes, we're all here because we're entrepreneurs, but not all of us have started our businesses. We're working on the product, But even then, we haven't launched the product. We haven't finished the product, but you're still a CEO of that product. You're still a CEO of your life. So we discussed, are you an ineffective CEO, an average CEO, a good CEO, or a great CEO? And once you determine that, now we can move forward. And then yesterday we discussed AI and customer loyalty and how we can use artificial intelligence to increase our customer loyalty foundation, respond to the customers, and how that automation can help us with our businesses. So today we're going to discuss how to over deliver and overperform using video automation with AI. Now, before I get started, what are some of the reasons you would use video automation in your business or for your product?
To promote your product.
Okay.
Like YouTube channel, you know.
Okay. Okay, Grace, if you can please mute your mic. Anyone but Grace.
Teaching,
Okay, there we go.
explaining videos.
All right, let's do it. Anyone else?
My webinars and things that I do. Mhm.
Come on, there we go. Webinars. What else? Okay, you can, we also use videos in our businesses for customer, oh, I just lost the name of that. Customer reviews. When they say, you know, oh, this product is great, and do it on video. We use videos for instructions. Melissa said teaching, but also if you're trying to explain to someone how to use your product, a video would be perfect.
Okay, that's what she was saying. Explainer videos.
Yeah, explainer video. Thank you, Grace. Explainer videos. Videos to thank your customers, videos to introduce your product, videos for entertainment when it comes to your product. You have commercials. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but I do understand that I don't watch regular TV anymore. Therefore, I really don't see commercials because we pay for the streaming program, the streaming whatever level without ads. Because if I wanted to watch an ad, I would watch regular TV. My dad still watches regular TV, my mom. So they deal with the commercials. Me, let me binge watch without an interruption, please. But those commercials still come in handy when you get on an ad platform that can push your video commercial in the middle of a YouTube video or your ad in the middle of a game, which I absolutely hate with a passion because you interrupted my gameplay now. I want to finish my Kingdom Fish, my fishdom game without you interrupting me with a video. So we have commercials. What else with video? You have vlogs, video blogs. You have, there's so much. There's so much. You have live streaming. That's actually video. You're not doing any extra stuff in it because it's live streaming, so you don't have like the pretty stuff, but artificial intelligence now allows you to use certain things within the video while you're live streaming. You can, okay, so I'm gonna stop there. All right, everyone, let's wake up because we're about to get into it. Sip your coffee. If you got your breakfast, go ahead, eat. I don't mind. You can eat on. If you want to turn on your camera, go ahead, eat on camera. It's all gravy. All right. We are building together. Cause trust me, some of this stuff I ain't properly used myself. I'm building with y'all. I am a student. I'm just a week ahead so I could teach because the teacher just so happens to be Antonio. And yeah, you know, so I'm a week ahead, maybe.
Okay, Deanna, I got a question.
Go for it.
So I did my very first video on YouTube. I put it on there, and I was like, okay, great. And I'm curious, how often should I be doing my YouTube videos? Because I went and did, I forget what the first one was about, but I just want to know, how often should I do a YouTube video? Because I want to, like I've got over 1,100 on my TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's growing. My page even on Facebook is growing. You know what I'm saying? My followers on Facebook is growing. I'm not at
Renee?
1K yet. Yes, ma'am.
Renee, if you're
Yes, ma'am.
posting to TikTok, you should be posting to YouTube.
It has the option to do it too. So that way you're not trying to log into 2 different platforms. It'll allow you to post on Instagram too. Whatever you do on TikTok, do everywhere else that it'll allow you to post.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
No, hold on, wait. Because Renee said something. I'm not gonna pass over too fast. How many videos did you say you had, Renee?
I did
heard-
the
I heard- I
one
heard.
for writing. I did the
No.
I did have other videos.
No,
Yeah,
we heard 1,100.
That okay.
I have 1,100 on TikTok. Yeah.
You got 1,100 videos on TikTok.
No, 1,100 followers on TikTok.
Still.
All right.
Yeah, I got a little over 1,100 on TikTok. Yeah.
No, okay. With videos.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just made us a separate page for Jamie. Like I literally just did it the other day because I said we can do because I put relationship stuff on my, you know what I'm saying, on my TikTok, and I said we should just have one that's just Jay and me. So I made one like the other day of him and me type stuff, you know. So I'll you know what I'm saying, we'll work on building that one up. But I put it on my TikTok so people can know that it's us. But yeah, so okay.
All right. Well, you heard Melissa.
Yes.
So
She be giving me homework, but I be appreciating all of it too though.
those are the okay. So that's the type of CEO. That's what you would consider a great CEO. She's giving you homework to do, but what she's also doing is making sure that you're just as, you know, fantabulous as she is. That's what great CEOs do.
That's facts. That's facts. Thanks, Melissa.
Yeah, they don't leave you. They don't just leave you back there.
True.
They reach back and be like, all right, look, I did this already. I'm reaching back so I can grab you, or I'm reaching back so I can pass you the information so you can come up here with me. I can't bring you with me. You know, the path is narrow. I can't bring you with me, but I can teach you or show you what I did so you can scoot up on this path with me. It's a narrow path, but we can all go on this journey together if we behind each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's facts.
So now today, video automation. So how AI can create and automate videos, not just for your business, but again, for customer service. Everything, I want you to go in your business with the understanding and the mindset that everything you do is for customer loyalty. Everything you do is for customer loyalty, from the way you build your products to the way you build your company, to the way you communicate with customers, from your marketing to your sales. Everything should be driven by customer loyalty. Because without the customer, you have no business. Whether that is a brick and mortar, whether it is a digital product, whether it is you consulting with them, everything has customers. You are a customer. How would you like people to treat you as a customer? What would you like to see companies do for you as a customer? So today, when we are discussing as a group video automation, think of yourself. Don't put yourself as the CEO. Put yourself as the customer. As a customer, what would you like to see? And then we're going to list those out. And then from there, now, once you list it out, then put yourself in the CEO position. Now, what can I do to make this happen for my customers? So everybody got the customer hats on? All right, let's roll. When it comes to video creation, what I like as a customer is I like when I have the option to watch a video, but also to read what that video is saying, because sometimes I don't feel like watching a video. Sometimes I can read faster than I watch the video. But what type of video creation catches my attention? I like shiny things. So put some colors in it for me. Give me a cartoon character. Yes, I am 40 years old. Yes, I do still watch cartoons. Yes, I watch cartoons without my 8-year-old. Yes, I will go to the movies to see The Little Mermaid. Yes, I would. So think about in that aspect. Oh, who unmuted? Go ahead.
Me too.
Touch. Haley got my whole heart. Okay, let me tell you something. She got my heart. And okay, y'all, this is a sidebar. For some reason, Haley fits this whole whatever she doing with her brand fits her wonderfully. She has this classic just gracefulness to her at her age. And it's like, where you been? Like, you've been here before. You quiet. You look like if somebody fool around and find out. But at the same time, you're just so graceful with it, you know? Back on track. Okay, so cartoons. That's what I like to see. You have your video creation. Y'all don't laugh at me. Y'all know I bounce, okay? Y'all know I bounce around very much so. How I do these things is how my brain is. Like I'll be sitting here talking to y'all and then something to pop in my brain. I'll be like, okay, sidebar. That's me. That's me on a daily, okay? The one thought doesn't stay all the time.
Are we on now the types of video creation?
Yes,
Okay.
we're on video creation. So when it comes to video creation, AI, artificial intelligence, can assist in generating videos for customer service or for your business by leveraging various techniques such as computer vision, natural language processing, and deep learning. It can analyze and understand customer queries or issues and convert them into video content. When it comes to video creation, if you, let's say, oh, Super Mario Brothers. Okay, sorry, shiny things. Let's say you have a customer and they're coming to you and they're complaining. And this is what they're complaining about. Let's take yesterday. So yes. Let's take yesterday's complaint. How can we turn that into a video to help other customers, as well as take that same video using artificial intelligence as far as writing the script? Because we could write that script, we could create, and we could have artificial intelligence create a video to send to that customer instead of doing the email or posting it to the what is it called? The board where we found it. What else can we do as far as video creation goes when it comes to that customer loyalty, when customers have complaints or anything like that? What else can we do using artificial intelligence with video creation when it comes to our customer loyalty? Let's think outside the box. What would you like for a company to do to you? I wouldn't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
So if, okay, so I'm putting myself in the customer shoes. If I wrote a bad review about a product that I just, I was so excited about, but it was a big letdown, I wouldn't mind seeing a video from the owner of the company saying, and not just addressing me, but addressing every customer, because if I got to complain, somebody else might have to complain. Just addressing the issue and letting us know what they're doing to solve the problem.
All right. Who else?
I actually have a question, because
Go for
when you
it.
say it can create video, it physically can't do the video. But I think what I just want to make sure I'm understanding. But we had an example yesterday where we had a complaint customer, and we, we asked it to do a help write the letter, right? Which I thought,
Mhm.
Adrian, that was brilliant how that all kind of came to pass. That I can see is really helpful. So that would help create the script for a video to be made so you can talk to the customer. So I love that part of it, but what I'm missing is the other part. How is it, or a misunderstanding? How is a AI going to help do a video or make a video? Is that what we're suggesting, that that's a possibility?
Yes, ma'am. That is actually what we're discussing. And to answer the question, like you said, yesterday, we can use that as a script, and then we can put that in video, which is an artificial intelligence platform, excuse me. And we can have in video create a whole video for us, and we just make sure that our pictures or the actual videos are there. We can put those in there and have in video create that video for us. We can
Okay, you just hit it on the head. It's
Okay.
not AI per se, it is another platform, but bottom line is still one of our support systems as CEOs. That was what I was missing, and thank you. That's good. That's really good.
You're very welcome, and thank you very much. What we can also do is, when you use a tool like Descript, so like Grace said, or was that just Miss Adanya that said, the CEO can't always be available. If you're the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company, do you realize how many customer complaints you have coming in? How many customers actually love your product if you're a CEO of a billion-dollar corporation? That's a lot of responses that you have to do. So as a CEO, what you can do is you can have your trusted, I'm saying this for a reason, your trusted creators you can go into Descript or a platform like Descript. The CEO can record their voice. Descript can take that voice and use it. So now the video creators can go in, they can create a video, they can use, ChatGPT or AI or whatever to use the text to speech aspect of it, or they can go in and put it in, they can put it into Descript, and Descript will have a script, spoken out in the CEO's voice. So now they can just write scripts, create the videos, and send it to the customers. So the CEO is still responding, but they use artificial intelligence to meet the demands and the needs of the hundreds of thousands of millions of customers that they have. So that's video creation. Then you have script generation. We used ChatGPT yesterday for script generation, but but there are other platforms that you can use that can automatically generate scripts based on your customers' queries. Let me see. Which one? I'm trying to think. Which other platform does scripts? Give me 1 second. Because go ahead.
I know you can ask ChatGPT for those platforms that does the video to text and video to script. I know I've used several of them and a few came up.
There you go. Okay. Drop them in with video at scale. So there are platforms like Lumen 5. Where you can put in icons and things like that. I'm gonna put this link in the chat for you. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. There are ones like InVideo. There are several different ones that you can use. So when it comes to your videos, so how can we take what we did yesterday using artificial intelligence to create a video? Again, I am a InVideo, Descript, Midjourney, ChatGPT chick. Those are my platforms. So I can only tell you from those platforms. Like what you could do is you can take a picture from Midjourney, you can put it into a certain type of platform to automate it, or however you want to do that, you can use Fiverr, have someone take it and automate it there. Because like you can get your logo automated, like have it move around. There's platforms for that. And then from there, you go to ChatGPT. You have ChatGPT write out your script for you. Then you make sure you have your audio, your voice audio in Descript. And then you have Descript do your script for you, read your script out for you. You go back to InVideo because you can upload it there. Then you have everything you need there. And from there, you push it through. You also have, for video editing and production, you can use Lumen 5 helps with that.
Before you
Go
keep
ahead.
going, what did you say about script generation? I'm trying to put it in a note.
What did I say about what?
Script generation?
Oh, you can use you can use ChatGPT to generate your script for you.
No, but you hit before, when you first started script generation, you said something professional. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, I thought you may have written it down and then you was reading what you wrote down. Never mind. Okay. Because after video creation, you're like, then you have script generation. Script generation. I was like, oh man, she's talking fast. I can't type that. That's okay. Keep going.
I'm trying to remember, Grace.
It's all right. It's okay. I really thought you had
Sometimes
something
it flow out, and once it's out, it's like it goes from brain to mouth, and then it dissipates. I know that's not a word, but into
dissipate. Is that the word?
Huh?
Dissipate. Is that the word?
I think
You know,
so.
I got sometimes I got
It's
words
one
in
of
my
them
head.
words. Yeah, it's one of them words. You can use it, you can get analytics and insights using artificial intelligence because it can analyze customer interactions with video content. So if you use things like, so you have, I can't think of the name of it right now, but let's say you post a video, and because it's in Facebook, I believe it's in YouTube, as well as a artificial intelligence that's synced within the building of it. And you can pull analytics and insights from that. So you can post a video. And I know y'all have seen this, like you can post a video and you can see how many people actually watch the videos. You can see how many people watch the first 30 to 60 seconds of it or the first 3 minutes of it. And then what you can do is you can go back and find out, okay, well, I put this video out here as a lead magnet to this. Well, out of 100 people, only 20 people actually watched the whole video. And of those 20 people, 10 people purchased. So now you can go back and say, okay, well, what about this video is not converting? And then you can do the A/B split testing. You can, okay, so this video didn't work. So I'm gonna leave this video up and I'm gonna put this video up so I can have a comparison to it and see the difference between this video and that video. It could be the colors in it. It could be the verbiage. It could be the person you're using. You know, maybe you are using yourself and you're not drawing your audience in. Maybe you need to find somebody else that your customers relate to do it for you. Or maybe you just need to cut out a person altogether and just use graphics. You know, analytics and insights will help you determine that. And so when it comes to your video automation, if you understand how your customers are thinking, then you can go back and alter your videos for that. So you can use video automation for video creation. You can use artificial intelligence to generate scripts for your videos. There are platforms for voiceover and text to speech. When you actually go into InVideo, and I'll show you, new window, InVideo. Let me log on in. Oh, there I am. Okay. What I love about InVideo is it allows you to be able to do so many different things. Logging in. Who on here is actually using InVideo?
I mean, I know
I
how to
am.
use it.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
about who downloaded it, but still haven't quite navigated it just yet.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah.
All right. So we have one using, 2 have downloaded, but haven't dug in yet. They have it, but life happens.
I know how to
Life
use it.
happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Grace knows how to use it. That's 2 using, 2 that have, but life happens. Because you know, Miss Adonia, she got a whole state on her back. They call her for life.
It does feel like the state's on my back sometimes. It really does.
Go ahead, Miss Stephanie. Miss Stephanie? Oh, she must have unmuted by accident.
300 or 400, depending on what the activity.
All right. Okay, so here we go. Now, okay. Yesterday, I did a video in InVideo. And as you can see, there's 2 different sizes. Yesterday, I did a video in InVideo for not customer loyalty, but for customer loyalty. And it's this one right here. And this is a way that you can use artificial intelligence, because InVideo is artificial intelligence, to create videos just for, so this is going to go on Instagram. It's short, it's simple, it's sweet, it's just like this. Oh wait, I didn't share that properly. Hold on, because you can't hear. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got y'all. So sorry, I didn't share that properly. Bam. All right, now we're in the mood. Now, not in the mood, but now we're here. With InVideo, you can do videos, you can do graphics, you can add music, text, you can add your logo. The logo's right here. It's a little small, but it's right there. They have templates. You can add elements into it. I can put stickers in it, shapes, overlays, masks. But here it's, I don't even think it's this long. It's not 4 minutes. It's like 10 seconds. Oh, y'all, I'm tripping. Here we go. Quick and simple. just like that. But let me walk you through it. Go back to my projects. With InVideo, which I absolutely love, when you create new, they have templates. They have AI text to video, stock media, and editor. So here's the text to video. What is the text to video? What I do is I take a template, which is like, let's say I want to do an upbeat motivational video. Well, here's the template. This is actually the template that I used for the video you just saw. So I already have the music going, while and I watch it. Now I can do landscape. I can make it a square to fit on like Instagram. I can do portrait. I fit on like
Portrait for TikTok, huh? Portrait for TikTok?
Portrait for TikTok. So, Deanna, why do I need to understand this? Why do I need to know this? What does this have to do with customer loyalty? Well, if they don't know who you are, how can you get customers? If you are doing things where you want your customers to fall in love with you for helping them change their lives, you can't just say, hey, buy this course and it'll change your life. You have to show them that, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is how I can help your life. This is how I can help you grow and succeed. But they have to know you serious about your stuff. They have to know that, oh yeah, she on point. She got her stuff together. They have to understand all of these things. So what you do, and for those of you who do Canva, you can do the same thing in Canva. I love it. I love it. I love
That's
it.
right. That's
Mhm.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
I put that on my Instagram one time, actually a couple times. Okay, yeah.
There you go. So I actually have a YouTube script that I pulled from, what's that other one? ChatGPT. And I'm going to show you exactly how artificial intelligence or the voiceover and the text to speech thing works. And this is all artificial intelligence. Okay, so I'm going to do this stuff right here. It came with the script. I just haven't, I don't need this part. I don't need the narrator part. I don't need the cut to shorts of people waking up and getting ready for work. I don't need that to actually be in it. Cut that out, cut this stuff out right here. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I'm just gonna, so you can see. And then I'm gonna hit create scenes. No, that's not, okay. Hey, that's too much text for one scene. Do you want us to rearrange it for you? I'm going to say yes, because what it's telling me is that each scene that it creates, there's a limit. So yes, I want you to rearrange it for me. So now just rearranged it for me. I won't know how it looks until I actually go in, but what I'm going to do is put this here. I'm actually going to delete that part because I'm going to delete this part too. And I'm going to hit create scenes. Now, artificial intelligence. I didn't have to, I'm not going to, I'm gonna stop the share while I was doing that. I'm not going to have to think of 100 different ways to create this video. Artificial intelligence cuts your time in half. Okay, I'm going to pre-claimer, post-claimer, whatever, whichever one of those. Once I finish this, I want you guys to open up and talk to me about the different, we already discussed, the different ways you can use it, but I want us to open up and have an open dialogue about how you can use artificial intelligence when it comes to video creation for yourself. Jerome can actually take one of his poems and turn it into a video. And he can actually add that as one of his services for an additional stream of income. Just
Oh, shoot.
I see Renee. I don't say much to you, Renee, because you catch stuff, and the next thing you know, you be doing stuff, you know, because Renee can take her blogs. And when people reach out to her, can you write this for me? Yeah, I can write it for you. But I can also digitize it and turn it into a video for an additional such and such and such and such.
You silly rabbit.
Chicken for kids. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I had to finish it.
You're always hopping around, Deanna.
And then-
I love your hoppiness. That's not even a word, I know, but why not? It's a word today. Because I really, really like what you just said, because that was actually the reason at first for getting a TikTok, because somebody had said to me, Renee, you should do one of your blogs on a TikTok, you know what I'm saying, and link it back. And that was why I started with a TikTok, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then it kind of morphed into this big emphasis, for whatever he could say. But I need to go back to that, but have you know what I'm saying, do a script and then put it as a video and be like, bam, you want this? You let me know, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm not gonna say you let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. There we go. That's what I like to say, because that's a little bit more punch than a little bit more like pet the little doggy. So yeah, I need to go back to that and to do content, and I could really put that on my, well, I can put that on both my TikToks and my YouTube, because that's what I'm really trying to drum up a whole lot more. I've got followers on my YouTube, but of course I want to get a whole lot more, but I can only get more if I continue to put out different content every time I'm posting. So that really, really helps me. It really, really does. Thank you, Miss Hopper.
You're welcome. But what you Renee, also, when you post on YouTube, take that YouTube link and post it on your like Facebook and things like that, so you can draw people back to your YouTube page and build your YouTube following.
Cool beans. I surely will. Thank y'all. And then you can do the video in video, but also on Canva too. So
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
just say and go old school, because that's me. I'll just say 2 snaps and a twist. There you go. I used to always love watching that as a kid.
I know what's her name?
That was Men on Film on In Living Color.
Living color.
Oh, Living
Men
Color.
on.
I was
Men
thinking
on
of
Film.
Babs. I was thinking of Babs. Yeah, it is. That was
Oh,
Wayne's and I can't remember his name.
yeah, because it had
Halle Berry
Halle
Berry.
Berry and Natalie Desselle
Yeah.
and my
she passed away.
girl and Pierre, the you know what I'm saying, the dude that played Ezel. There we go. Ezel. Yeah. I watched too many movies over the years.
It's okay. It's okay. Oh, okay. So here we go. Look, it has generated. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. I didn't do that. I didn't have to do that. I can tell you very much though, I will be putting this on TikTok. Okay. Then you look, each one.
Oh, that's good.
Are those, did they do? Oh no, that just says stress. No, stop, something. Okay. But look, don't worry. Now, what it will do is when it can't figure out what to put, this little baby seal always pops up. So I just delete it. And then I'll go back later and put in my own. Don't need you either. It all starts with a positive mindset. There we go. No matter. There go the little baby seal again. He shows up quite often. But look, oh, that one's going to come out. And then in the end, you just go in and edit it. So if there's pictures that you don't want there, you get to go in and edit it. And you can drag and drop your own graphics. So let's say you have a video that you want to go here. You can also use this as a video editing tool. You can put in your edits and things like that. And I always post this. Good morning, world. It's a new day and a new opportunity. All by itself.
You can also adjust the volume, can't you?
Yes, you can. Right
Okay.
here. Can I do this?
That music is wow.
Look, there's a volume and fade. We're gonna turn this down a few decibels. Come back here. There you go. So that I'm showing you this to show you the text to video, what artificial intelligence does with text to video. So you can create all kinds of things. Look, this was a post for Instagram. And it's moving slow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop. But that's how you can take
the link that's in the chat.
No, sir, I will put the in video link in here. Excuse me, for you right now. Okay, here is in video. And you can have and have fun with it. Again, artificial intelligence is going to seem like a lot if you're not thinking along the mindset of, oh, this is going to shorten my process. Everything takes time, because even in video, if you have audio that goes with that, which, oh, so wonderful. Oh, thank you so much. Let me show you guys. So let's say you're in video and you're like, well, I want some audio to go with this. I didn't record my voice in Descript. So how am I going to do this? Oh, no worries. In video, we'll do it for you. What right here, it says voiceover. I want to automate text to speech, or I can import one, or I can upload a voiceover, or I can record while inside of InVideo. So what this does is this makes it super easy for me to be able to create a video, because if I didn't use Descript, I can record my voice here, or I can do automated text to speak. Now, I don't want John talking to nobody. Let's see what Sophie sounds like. Let's see what Sophie sounds like. What do you sound like, Sophie? Let's see. And Sophie, and then you hit generate voiceover, and I'm going to play it.
Good morning, world.
Okay, I don't like how Sophie sound. Sophie sound a little on the artificial side. So let's see what Madison sounds like.
Good morning, world.
Hold on, let me generate. Okay, let's see what Madison sounds like.
Good morning, world.
Don't like her either. Come on, Ava. Don't do it. Do us right, Ava. Do us right, Ava.
Good morning, world.
Well, it still sounds a little automated.
I think it's the comma. That's the comma after
Oh.
morning.
Come on, Grace. Help us out. Let's try this again. Good morning, world.
Good morning, world.
Okay, it worked out a little better there. But see, if you don't mind the computer generated sound, there you go. But if you want something more flowy, you can record it yourself. You can
Can I
record.
share something with you?
Go ahead, please.
Let me tell you an experience I had yesterday and the last couple of days that makes me concerned, not leery, because I know they're going to have to do something about it. I think this lady, I made a connection with either with Les Brown or Lisa Nichols. I forgot where we connected, but we connected, and know who she is. I think we were in a course or two together. Well, I got an IM from what appeared to have been her, and it was very vague, and it was weird to me because, like, I haven't talked to this person in a long time. It was weird. I said, okay. And so I reached out and said, I'm kind of busy right now. I'll get back to you. And then I got this pressure, but you really need to connect with me, blah, blah, blah. This opportunity of a lifetime, blah, blah, blah. and again, my spidey senses go up when you know something like that happens. So at the end of the day, I communicated. I'll get back to you. Finally, I said, okay, I can communicate with you now if you have a moment. Can you call me? Oh, I can't call you right now. Can we just text? I said, no, the texting is not working for me. I want to talk to a person. Anyway, I got a phone call the next day, and it was her voice, but something said something's not right. Something wasn't right. It was her voice, but all it would just say her name, and then it's make a long story short, it put me in. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. So I went on her Facebook page and saw someone post, "Hey, did you send me a text message similar to what I got?" I knew then somebody had gotten to her account. Right. Now they were talking about if you send this amount of money, then this is gonna happen. But I already got spidey senses anyway for a whole bunch of other reasons. That you don't call me, don't do that. So at the end of the day, what happened is I found out it was a breach, and this person, I'm communicating with the person now to act as if I was falling for it, just to see how far they would go. And then I really knew for a fact it was not her, but her voice was on the call when I said, call me. And they said, and this is where it really happened, and I'll be quiet. They said, well, I lost my cell phone and I can't make calls out, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking to myself, you're not too smart because you just IM'd me. You had to IM me from something, right? Maybe it was your computer, but I'm like, something's not right. They didn't want to talk to me. The next day is when they had this video, and it was just the voice. Hi, this is blah blah's name. Hi. And that's it. And I said, well, hello, and then the person hung up and finally said, you know what? I just couldn't hear you. And I was like, you are a piece of, you know what? And I realized that's what happened. Somebody got into her account using somehow what appeared to have been her voice. And I know I saw the news the other day when the guy from AI, ChatGPT, was on with Congress talking about that was one of the biggest challenges, and Congress needed to have some kind of role in trying to secure, make it safe for people because they can take our voices. That scares me. That's very disconcerting to me, especially having had that experience I had.
No, that is not, that concern that you have is actually a concern for others, including celebrities, because now they're using artificial intelligence and taking celebrities' likeness and creating sex tapes, videos, all kinds of stuff. And being able to use the audio, they can turn all of that around. So yes, please, y'all be careful. Please be careful. But you just be careful. I'm glad you have some strong spidey senses, Miss Adonia, because it would have been a point in time my spidey sense would have just deactivated itself, and I'd be like, "Oh, girl, come on, I got you."
Yana,
Yeah,
Yes,
I think
sir.
the same thing happened to me about 2 months ago, and they did it through Facebook direct message, and it was somebody from my old church that I hadn't talked to in about 4 years, but I knew who it was. We were pretty close. And it was like, oh yeah, we were catching up and blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, oh, you're doing this. And say, well, have you been involved with this? And I was like, no, I haven't heard anything. Send me what you got. Then they came back, oh, you can get this much money and you can get this. And then of course my flag, my little thing went up. And then they came back and said something else. And I said, well, I'm busy right now. I'll get back with you later. And that's me saying I'm gonna do my due diligence, and the company that they gave me the name. I went on YouTube, pulled them up, and said what type of company they were. And one of the things they said on YouTube was that people were using them illegally, and boom, boom, boom. I immediately, and I didn't have, and this lady that got back, that was trying to get to me, I didn't have her phone number from the church because we only met at church. I didn't have her personal phone number, but I knew some people from the old church. I called one of them and said, can you let her know that somebody's hacked her account and misrepresented? Because I knew it wasn't her after she was trying to get me to get back with her, because that wasn't her personality. So yes, it happened to Adonia, it happened to me. It can happen to you folks.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Thank both of you. So just be Be careful. Not everybody is going to use artificial intelligence the way we're building this. So you need to set yourself apart from that. Go ahead, Aunt Shelly. I see you unmuted.
Yes, so yeah, I had the same thing that happened to someone that I know, and that is really serious. Even though I was aware of that possibility from learning here in the group, but that is shocking. So what I wanted to mention is the other day I watched the video with Jerry Springer where he left the money, his entire inheritance or whatever, to his two outside children that was secret. And I sent it to a couple of my family members. I'm like, what do y'all think about this? This man had two outside children and he left everything to them because he was not able to be in their life. And my brother checked me. He's like, listen, you better start repeating stuff that you see because that may not even be real. That could be artificial intelligence. Just because it's in his voice and you see his face, that doesn't necessarily mean that that was him and you're spreading something that's not true. So of course I halted because that could be possible. But in my mind, I'm saying, I don't know. I thought I checked everything out. It looked like he was breaking up as he was talking to his Black children and explaining why he was so he was hurt because he let his wife stop him from reaching out. But I thought it seemed like it may have been true. I thought that was a noble thing, to do at this point. But yeah, my brother checked me. He says, no, you got to be careful about what you're spreading, you know, because some of this is artificial intelligence. And he's exactly right. We do have to be careful.
You're muted.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We definitely have to be careful. We definitely have to be careful. So how you utilize the artificial intelligence when it comes to video automation and using artificial intelligence for your customers, you have to make sure you do it in such a way where your customers know and understand, no, this is you. This is because there's going to be those out there that are going to try to duplicate and recreate what you're doing, and it'll mess up your brand. So yes, you do have to be careful with that. But that's when the personalization comes in, because when you create these videos, let's say we're responding to a review. Let's say we're responding to a review. You create that video using artificial intelligence, but use that person's name. Antonio used to have us, after we spoke to someone, he used to have us record a video with our phones, responding to them, thanking them for the time that they spent with us during the conversation. Give them some additional information, and then after we've scheduled there's the second call with them, if we needed to, then confirm, okay, so I'm looking forward to speaking with you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have an amazing day, and we send that off. So how can you, and that's customer loyalty. That's I took the time out to create this video for you. So how can we do that using video automation with AI for our customers today? Because remember, everything is customer service. Everything you do is customer service. So think along those lines when it comes to video automation. So I'm going to give you guys some case studies that we're going to talk about regarding the different CEO types and how video automation with AI will help in that creation. So we're going to start off with the ineffective CEO. The scenario is a disgruntled client complains about the poor performance of their AI-powered customer support chatbot. claiming it provided inaccurate information and failed to resolve their issue. How do we think the ineffective CEO responded?
Okay.
Hold on, anybody but Grace. I love you, Grace.
They
I do.
didn't. They didn't respond.
Well, per this case study, they dismissed the client's complaint. They considered it insignificant and unimportant.
Oh boy.
They considered it insignificant and unimportant. What they did was they failed to recognize the value of artificial intelligence in improving the customer experience and then ignored the potential impact of addressing the client's concern. So they took no action. Well, this client felt unheard and frustrated, leading to potential customer churn and a negative brand reputation. So how do you think the average CEO responded? Anyone? The floor is open. And let me give the average CEO shows dedication to the internal operations of the organization. They are committed to refining the operational aspects of the business behind the scenes. So they may acknowledge the need for artificial intelligence, but they struggle to fully integrate it into their operations. They invest in artificial intelligence tools, but doesn't allocate sufficient resources for training and development. They may involve themselves in the AI process, but not fully engage their team. And they may take note of customer feedback related to AI, but fail to action changes based on this feedback. So using that same case study about the disgruntled client, how do you think the average CEO responded to that? Anyone but Grace.
So, okay. You can put and be like, okay, we're possibly gonna do this, but you don't follow through. You don't follow through with things. I don't even think you may not even, you said for an average, right?
Yeah, for the average.
Yeah. Okay. Because like if it's average, they may be like, okay, we're gonna do this, but it's just a bunch of like pipe dreams or whatever, where they're like, yeah, this is the direction we're going, but somebody may ask them, hey, 6 months later, like, hey, whatever happened? Oh, we're gonna go a different direction, but that's just a passive way of passing it off and be like, you shouldn't have called me out about it. Now I have to fire you type thing. You know what I'm saying? Just something very lax, very just lackadaisy, like, yep, we're just, to them, it's almost like the equivalent of, running through a field of beautiful flowers. That's kind of the mindset. It's not, and I like running through a bunch of fields, but not necessarily in business, perhaps. But yeah, I think it would be more just, yeah, we're gonna do all this. We got a lot of great things coming. Nothing's coming. Nothing's coming. Everything's going out the back door because you're not opening up the front door, kind of thing.
Well, the CEO does acknowledge the client, but does fail to sufficiently address the issue. They involve their team, but they're not actively engaged with them to provide clear guidance. So of course, it falls through the cracks. No changes are made based on the recommendation for the client. And then now the customer feels like their concerns aren't taken seriously, which leads to decreased trust. And now you just basically out of a customer.
because you're a liar. You lied to me. You lied, and I spent my hard-earned cheese. You lied to me. I'm like, if I want, I'm like, I don't like being lied to, especially when I'm spending my cheese. I'm just saying, cheese is hard. It's not hard to come by, but my cheese is directed to where I'm gonna get satisfaction. If I can't get satisfaction, then my cheese goes elsewhere.
There you go. Now I'm going to switch this up. I'm going to ask you how you would respond. So a disgruntled client expresses frustration with an AI-driven automated video editing platform, claiming that the generated videos lack creativity and fail to meet their expectations. How would you respond to this customer?
First of all, you don't know. I'm just playing.
No, Grace, don't do that. Don't do that, Grace.
Wait, before you answer, Grace, I'm still losing the question. I'm not understanding what you're saying about, they don't like the videos, and so I'm confused of where.
Gotcha.
Yeah, help me a little bit of what the video has to do with the customer service. I'm confused.
So you are a company. You have provided a service. Let's say you created I'm just using this as an example. You created an app that is powered by artificial intelligence. You create video. Let's say you create it in video, and a customer comes back to you and they're like, hey, it's not meeting my expectations. It lacks creativity, and I'm just not enjoying the platform. How would you respond to this particular customer regarding the video, them being able to create their videos, you yourself using artificial intelligence to respond to this customer? How would you go about the process of creating the customer loyalty with this customer using any type of artificial intelligence, using the video creation, using, ChatGPT for the scripts? So does that help? Does that
It
help?
helped. I mean, it was a lot in between it, but bottom line is they don't like the platform. Right. Okay. So I was missing what you were saying, but for me, it's easy because I would want to know what's challenging with the platform. I would give them one-on-one in the face. Let's get on a call right now. Let me see you use it and let me help you get through. I would give them 100% attention, whether it be me or someone on the team. They get one-on-one, a free call or whatever to walk them through where their challenges are. Maybe they just don't know how to operate it. I wouldn't do it on a video. I just wouldn't. Now the video may follow up, maybe because I would record the session and say, okay, here is a recording of it so you can have it as notes or whatever. But now I understand what you were saying. I got lost in the details, I think.
No, thank you. Thank you. Because if you got lost, that means someone else got lost. So you just helped clear it up for someone else. So thank you for speaking up, Miss Adonia. Thank you very much.
And her answer was good. Her answer was really good, to give them a call and walk them through it.
Exactly. It was absolutely wonderful. And that's what a great CEO would do. I'm not going to just leave you hanging. I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to call you like, hey, what's going on? How can I help you?
That was going to be my answer after I was playing. Like, first of all, you don't know, but really I wanted to, get in contact with them to ask what about it? What really, like what Donia said, what about it, is challenging for you, and what would you like to see done about it? Because, only you can answer that question. I can do all I can to do, but if that's not what you need, then I'm wasting both of our time and not getting the job done. But so that's good.
Exactly.
Grayson, I wouldn't even say what do they want to see done. What's not working? If it's not working for you, I owe you something to help you figure out how to make it work. Because at the end of the day, you may say, you know what? Based on what you're using it for, this isn't the right platform. Let me see if I can direct you somewhere else, or tell you what, let me get my team on it. We'll create a platform just because of your feedback. Anything like that could be helpful to say, I hear you. Because really, people just want to be heard. And if they get that you heard and you care a little bit, you might not lose, after all that, they may say, I kind of like you people. Maybe I'll stay here.
Well, yeah, I like numbers better than words, but everything you just said, that's my version. That equals what would you like to see done? That's why. That's
That's why I love you, Grace. I love you, Grace. Oh my God. She said, I like numbers, not words. I hear you.
Can't go wrong with numbers. Can't go wrong with numbers. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 0.
No.
No, 1 divided, girl. 1 minus 1 is 0. Oh
That's
my
it.
goodness.
Why did I just go like, yes?
'Cause it's
No,
real.
Renee.
It was
No.
real, Renee. It was real. 1 divided by 1 equals 1.
I know. And I was like, yes. And I was like, wait, hold up, Renee. You agreed. I'm like, wait, hold up. I was wrong.
Now, when it comes to video automation and customer loyalty, pay attention to what your customers are asking you for. Because videos, what has Antonio done as far as videos go that you have seen that creates customer loyalty?
I'm not answering, but you said when it comes to video automation, pay attention to what customers ask for.
Yeah, pay
Okay.
attention to what they're asking for, because you can use that video automation to give them what they're asking for. Like if they're asking, prime example, Stephanie's ebook. She can take that ebook, she can go into ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to create a video script of that ebook. Then she can take that ebook and she can go into InVideo or the platform, the artificial intelligence platform of her choice, to generate a video, because she may have visual learners. So now she has the ebook on top of the videos to go with each section of the ebook. So she now has cleared the the visual learners, and making it easier for them. And then she takes that same script and she puts it into a text to voice. And now she has the audio for the audio learners. So using video automation when it comes in with artificial intelligence helps with your customer loyalty, because now what you're doing is you're telling your customers, I'm paying attention to you. I understand that not all of you learn the same way. So here's a video to help you learn. Or I'm listening to you. I understand you wanted to know how to fix a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So here's a video for you. I'm listening to you. I understand you wanted to know how to shave a dog. I got you. Here's the video for that. By the way, giving a dog a haircut is not easy.
Especially when he moves a lot. No, it's not a kid where you could just sit there and be like, me see out. No.
And trimming the
I
claws.
think that's good, because you can have a library. If one person answers that question, someone else is gonna have that question too. So you just do a library. So, Q&A, whatever you want to call it. And then that's real helpful, because then it's not a repetitive. You don't have to keep doing it. Once it's done, it's done. And anybody that knows they have a problem, they go to the library, maybe their answer's in that problem. So I love that thought process and using the video, because then it continues to teach.
There you go. Come on, Miss Adonia.
Amen.
Adonia.
Amen. Okay.
Your FAQs. Go ahead, Grace.
Real quick. Yeah, I love watching reels and shorts. And so when I'm on YouTube watching different things, they'll send me different shorts or whatever that I've, that are related to what I've seen. And it was a short how 50 Cent was telling, I think it was a guy who I don't know if he created this album, produced it, whatever. Anyway, when he saw that, and this was back when he made his first album, Get Rich or Die Trying.
When the part where he was working out the find me in the club,
that one. That's that album.
Yeah, in the club.
That's that album. So he was saying he was on a Breakfast Club, being interviewed, and he was telling them, he said, hey, the guy saw that I paid somebody $50,000 to do something. And so the guy said, well, I want $50,000. And he was trying to help him out. He said, no, don't take $50,000, take 30,000 and a point. But the guy wasn't understanding. A point equals 10% of whatever I do. And he said, I sold 13 million albums. The guy could have had 1.3 million plus the 30,000. But the guy was like, nah, the lawyer came and he said, well, so-and-so said the 50,000. He said, I will give you $50,000 in ones right now. Take this 50,000. What are you doing, sir? So, and I told myself, you know what? I love math so much. This is why I was always telling my kids, I'm gonna need you to learn this. If you learn nothing else in math, you've got add, subtract, and multiply, divide. But if you learn nothing else, I need you to learn fractions, decimals, and percents. Because if you don't, I would always ask my kids, hey, how many of y'all want to go professional and play sports? And they raise their hand, especially my boys. I said, let me be your manager. Let me be your, I'm gonna be your person. Because I'm gonna be your agent. Because when I tell you that I get 20% of whatever you make, and you make $20 million, and I tell you that's 10 million, and you be like, okay, no, I need you to know what these things mean. I need you to
Now
know.
that's called a good teacher. You apply it to life. And when you can apply math to life experiences, that is a game changer for these kids because I don't like numbers because I'm not good at it. So that means I'm easily dupable, if that's even a word, because when you don't know, you don't know what people are doing. So what you just said is ideal. But if we all apply that to what we do, our businesses in the same manner, you're applying it to their daily life potential or experience, you'd be surprised at how loyal will be. Just like you said, this 50 cent thing, I don't know about it, but I get it. He taught this person how to make money before they got into the mess and then got their 30 and thought they did something big. So your style is beautiful. And the schools, shame on them for letting you go. They should have made it all easy for you to not want to be there anymore, because you are a wonderful teacher. I know you are. I just know that you are.
Thank you so much, Ms. Doyen. I was saying all that to say, when you were talking to Stephanie about getting her ebook and doing the videos, I said, I need to do a video on fractions, decimals, and percents, because it'll help people in the world with their money. This is what I think about all the time. Yeah. So, yeah, so D, I'll be
Okay,
talking to
I'm
you.
so excited.
I'll be talking to you, D.
I'm so excited because Grace, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what you can do is you can use InVideo. You can go into ChatGPT, write the script for it. Go into InVideo because you already have your voice in Descript. So you can take that script from ChatGPT, put it into Descript, have them speak your script for you. Then you go into InVideo, and then what you can do is you can use InVideo to create a video, just like you said. You talking to your kids, so you can, the same scenario you just said. Hey, if you want to go pro and your agent says this, I'm gonna get 20% of whatever you make, and you make 20 million, how much is your agent getting? But you can use InVideo to give them that visual of, you want to play football. So now you got people on the field clashing into each other. And hearing the sound in the background of them clashing with each other. That sound is brutal when you're at a real football game. You can hear that stuff all the way up in the stands. But anyways, so you got the clashing, and then you have the math popping up across the screen, but you use artificial intelligence to create the video. You use it in video. So you're putting your emojis here, you're putting your shocked face, you're putting your scared face in there, like you're doing all of that at the same time. And now you're taking your teaching style and turning it into video. And like Mr. Donya said, now you have a catalog, an inventory of videos, and you're not in one of them. You didn't even have to talk. All you had to do was just type in a few buttons, put some words together, put the T and the H together and the E and the Y next to the T and the H, that's all you had to do. I've actually had some really good teachers over the years. I've had a few let me get away with murder too, but we ain't gonna talk about them. They were awesome. They were awesome. Let's just say I used to leave school early every day my senior year and still pass my last class. So physics.
Yeah, I could have used Grace's help, but the first teacher I had that I really liked was my science teacher. Maybe that's why I always did really good in science because of Mr. Hafner. But I liked what Grace was talking about because some don't and I'm not hugely big on math myself, but I do know how to you know what I'm saying, I know how to put my money together, and there's certain things that I do know, so I'm grateful for that. I'm like, and I always did love fractions in school. That's always my favorite. It was just when I got to high school that the algebra came in that I was like I'm confused squared, and I just stayed in my lane. But you know what I'm saying, the geometry, the fractions, I could get down with that all day.
So with that being said, Grace, how can you use video creation with AI to refresh us adults? Because it's obvious. I know my multiplications, my additions, and my subtractions, but my division sucks. Because one divided by one does not equal one.
Right. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, it does?
Yes. 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 One divided by one equals what? Yes.
Man, I'm having a moment this morning. Oh my goodness.
For a second, they really had me tripped out. So I was like, I know it equals one. I know.
Yeah, Law over here tripping.
I am over here tripping for real.
Because Law is a math head too, and he was making him question his math capability. Wait a minute.
Y'all, I'm so sorry. For those of y'all who go watch this later, do not follow me in math, okay? I'm not the one.
Right. And I'm over here calculating numbers for this deal right now. And it just hit me. I'm like, wait, let me stop calculating because I know it is what it is. I'm over here playing with factor rates. That's how they calculate their deals.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a wonderful morning. Go ahead, Miss Stephanie.
No, I was listening the little bit that I did catch, and I was listening to, because I know in previous conversations this week in regards to Grace being a teacher, and saying that there's gonna come a time where, you know, what we're preparing now, everything that you're showing us now, people are going to need it, right? Being a teacher, you know, a lot of teachers are shifting, but I was thinking about like sensory teaching, like kids who need to learn by touching, seeing, hearing different things, and doing that through the AI generated videos, or the more interactive one, like they can learn division, because I'm not good at math either, but they can, I had to learn by actually physically touching, seeing, and doing it, not just reading it on paper. So maybe like a course that kind of teaches that, where a child can see it, they can touch it, and they can actually apply it, you know, in their day-to-day activity.
Oh, yes, because I'm a visual person too. You can, if you teach me math audio all day long, I'm not gonna get it. But if you put it on the board and tell me, you know, oh, okay, now I got it. Yeah, yeah. Right. So I totally get that.
So you see what COVID did, it forces us to get into our homes, and we're sitting in front of a computer. So this is what AI is doing again. Like, we're gonna go into another dispensation or generation of being in front of computers all day. We're using that. So
Thank you so much, Miss Stephanie. You have helped me segue into a different section when it comes to video automation and AI, because we've been talking about customer service, customer loyalty, using artificial intelligence, but we're forgetting about virtual reality. That video creation. Go ahead, Miss Stephanie.
no, just agreeing. Yes, virtual reality. Yes.
that video creation using artificial intelligence is going to be extremely important when it comes to virtual reality, because Grace can go into artificial intelligence and create something for virtual reality where the kids actually have to, when they have on their goggles, they have to reach out and move the red ball down to this section and reach up and touch the green ball and move it here. And then the answer to it is 2. So they have to use their finger to put plus, minus, multiply, divide. They're going to have to do all of that. So we have to really think about, okay, video automation is not just video automation, because how are we going to move forward and get ahead of everyone else when it comes to artificial intelligence and virtual reality, when it comes to video automation? Prime example, like real-time video interaction, where you're having a meeting with someone and you're sitting in front of them, but you're not sitting in front of them. How does that video interaction go when it comes to virtual reality? How can we start integrating virtual reality into our video automation using artificial intelligence, so we can over deliver and overperform when it comes to our customer loyalty? If we pay attention to the analytics of what comes through on platforms like Facebook and Google and things like that, because YouTube, because they allow you to see, like I was saying earlier, how many people do this and do that, and how many people push play and kept going. How can we use that information to heighten our customer loyalty with video automation? You know, when it comes to artificial intelligence, they're chatbots now and virtual assistants. How can we utilize those chatbots and those virtual assistants to enhance, over deliver, and overperform when it comes to our customer loyalty with our consumers? If your chatbot isn't working, how can you fix it? If your virtual assistant isn't working, how can you fix that? Like, artificial intelligence has allowed us to do so much that we think it's overwhelming, when it actually makes life easier for us. Like, Antonio created an entire platform that's powered. I can't believe I forgot the name of it. I don't even want to say it.
In sync eye.
Thank you, Grace. In sync eye. I had the ink and eye part, but it wasn't syncing for me. Powered by In Sync Eye AI, where it literally eliminates stress when it comes to customer loyalty. And that's what I've been trying to talk about all day, was the video automation when it comes to customer loyalty. And today it was just, I don't know, I was off today. It wasn't coming out right. If Miss Adanya is saying, hey, I'm lost, I'm not doing something right. But Antonio created an entire platform that's pretty much created for customer loyalty. From the funnels to Rhino Nurture to the chatbot he created to even when it comes to Arlingbrook. Arlingbrook has artificial intelligence, because we want to get ahead of the game. We want to use artificial intelligence to over deliver and overperform. So what we need to do is find out, okay, maybe I'll take an hour a day and research this particular platform to see how it actually works, so I can make sure that I deliver the best that I can deliver. How many of you actually, for my Canva users, how many of you actually have dug in deep with Canva and know every aspect of Canva and can use it and maximize every aspect that you have?
Canva is my favorite, but there's no way, especially what they have just recently released this year, of knowing everything. They have released so much stuff. that there's no way, I don't think, unless that's all you did every day, all day, is play with Canva. But it makes somebody like me that has no kind of creativity be creative. I actually can create something artistically, and I can't draw a circle with a compass that has a circle on it. You know, I just can't. But it sure makes me look like I can. So me and Canvas, yeah, we're friends, big time.
There you go. There you go. And the wonderful thing about it is, when it comes to Canva, they have educational tools. They have higher education, they have case studies, they have LMS integrations, free teacher resources. They have a section for students, for teachers and schools, and they have a section for business. And in that section for business, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Adonia, they now have a text to speech aspect of what they do. And I'm looking for it. Docs, presentations.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they
now,
do. I
they
just used
now,
it.
there we go. So if a site like Canva is digging deep, okay. If a site like Canva is digging deep and doing text to speech, then don't you think you should do it too? And how does Canva adding text to speech to their platform increase their customer loyalty? Anyone?
See, what was your question? I didn't understand.
Yes.
How does Canva adding text to speech to their platform increase their customer loyalty?
It's big time. It's just one more. I mean, they did a 2-hour presentation, and I actually watched it, of all the new stuff that they have added. Here's what I know about Canva people. They are listening and watching the people that are using their product, and they're saying, people are asking this question, so they must need it. They create it. And then when they create it, they go over and above what they even thought they wanted. So Canva is brilliant because I watch them watch us use it, and people like me that says, I can't create nothing, they say, well, yeah, you can. We're going to help you create it without having to do nothing but pick a template or whatever the case may be, right? So Canva, they're smart people. I need to buy some stock in them or whatever. They're some good, they're smart. And they're always going to be very valid. I don't think they'll ever outgrow because they keep growing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, okay, Miss Adanya just did for me what I've been trying to do for the last hour and 47 minutes. Thank you so much. If you pay attention to your customers, she said that they did a 2-hour video. They did a 2-hour video, 2-hour training on what they've created new. Their customer loyalty is out the roof because what Miss Adanya said, they listened to their customers first. They created it, which is something Miss Adanya said earlier that she would do if there was an issue with her products. Then they taught you on it for 2 hours. Use the video to do it. Their customer loyalty is out the roof. It's out the roof. And they over deliver so we can overperform. Imagine if you utilize that same thought process with your customers. Because I was about to say something. I guarantee you that Canva has some artificial intelligence analytics that they're using in their back office to see what's working and what's not working. I guarantee you they have some stuff in the background. They're using artificial intelligence, and they're like, okay, well, this person clicked on this link and they went into this section. Well, not this person, but our customers are clicking this link, but they're only spending like 10 minutes inside of this portion. Why is that? And then they use those analytics, and then they go into whatever complaints are coming in to see if the analytics match with the complaints, so they can say, okay, so this is the issue. So now, since this is the issue, we're understanding they don't know how to use this function. So since they don't know how to use this function, let's create a video showing them how to use this function. There's so much available using artificial intelligence to make life easier for us. If we don't use what is given to us, you're not a CEO if you're not focused on your customers. Again, not every customer is going to like you. Not every customer is going to like your company, your product. It's just not going to happen. People are people. Renee is absolutely wonderful, but there's somebody out there that don't like her and they have no clue why they don't. They just don't like her. But when she laughs and smiles, it lights up a freaking room. That's just something wrong with them. It's the same way with your business. There's going to be people that will buy your product just so, I said it earlier, they're going to buy your product just so they can break it, just so they can say, oh, I knew it wasn't going to work. Or they will watch you. They will troll all of your sites just to see what's going on. And the moment somebody posts something bad, see, I told y'all, that's why I ain't even buy nothing. It's people that are, they're people out there just like that. It's crazy. They live in making other people miserable. But how can you combat that for your customer loyalty? You can use videos to thank your customers. You can use artificial intelligence to teach your customers. You can use it to make products better. You can use it to communicate. Your customer loyalty relations, if you don't know how to talk, let artificial intelligence talk for you. If you don't know what to put in a video, let artificial intelligence create your script, create your video, and then use an artificial intelligence scheduling thing like, what is that platform we use, Grace, to schedule posts?
Hero Post.
Thank you, Hero Post. It is not connecting this morning, Jerome. It is just not connected, okay?
I'm having fun. Keep it up.
Oh, cool. Use artificial intelligence like Hero Posts to post it across the entire platform. Go ahead, Stephanie. I saw you raise your hand earlier.
Yeah, I was looking, I have Canva too. I was, for my business, I have a cleaning business. I shared a while ago that you can get a generated QR code when you went talking about marketing. Like in Canva, they have a whole marketing section as well that uses AI. So everything that you're sharing with us, it's true. It does make life a little bit easier. So when I leave my client after cleaning their home, hey, I'm gonna send you a quick link. It's the QR code. Once you scan it off my phone, I want you to answer these survey questions for me. Gives you an opportunity to, get something, later on when I come back and do some cleaning or I mail something off to them, whatever it is. So that kind of helps me do that research and analyze my business as to what I can do better, what's not working. Because even with those rude customers and them saying they don't like me or don't like something just for the sake of it, use that to my advantage. Great. That's just gonna make me even better. Because when the next customer come along, I know, hey, I learned from this past customer, this is what I need to improve on. So taking that, nothing gets wasted, right? Taking all of that and using it.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much, Stephanie, for sharing that with us. Because I'm not gonna lie, I was today years old when I saw that Canva offers QR codes. That just happened. I was today years old. So there's so much that we can do. And with her doing that, with her using the QR code, with her doing the analysis of everything after the QR code comes in, and then her shipping something off, or the next time she comes, she offers a different package or a different, she said, well, hey, we want to do this add-on for you today based on, what was said last time. That boosts her customer loyalty. And she can even go as far as to, once she receives she said it. She sends the QR
Feedback.
code.
Oh,
Feedback.
The feedback. Thank you. Once she gets that, I told y'all it is not connecting this morning. I don't know what the hell is going on.
It's okay.
Once she gets that feedback from them, she can go into InVideo. She can pull a script. She can go into Canva, use the text to speech, put the script in, create a cute little short video, and put that across her social media, like either not an explainer video, but just a, are you, this is how we do this. Our customers are saying these rave things about us, and she can just post the different, compliments that she received in the video, and it lets and thank them for their amazing compliments, and she can use that as a video for a commercial to draw in, to show that she has customer loyalty, so she can draw in more customer loyalty. So there's so much that we can do using artificial intelligence. Go ahead, Miss Stephanie.
And the other thing I'm learning is the one for different languages. Like I have Spanish speaking clients. I don't speak Spanish. So I have to find a way how to communicate with them to say, hey, I'm coming to do your cleaning. I have to use AI to communicate that. So being able to have, that as a tool to even expand my business more, because in Canva, it does that. I think Adanya was expressing about Canva as well. It can put it in any language. So now your business market has gotten even larger because now you can touch different languages.
Look at that. Come on, Miss Stephanie. I'll tell you, Miss Adanya, Miss Stephanie are teaching today. Thank y'all so much for teaching today. Because I can't even do a simple mathematic problem like 1 divided by 1.
But you can, because you're influencing the conversation. I get excited when it's about teaching and learning. I had to, and I've been with this particular company 9 years, and I've never had this happen where we wanted to hire somebody who is Spanish speaking. So I appreciate that conversation, but does not speak English. None, zero, zip, no English. And that's unusual. Usually they understand it a little bit, but it's not comfort for them. This person does not speak. I am not bilingual, just so you'll be clear. However, I had to figure out, how am I going to do this? Although we have Spanish speaking people, I could have pulled somebody out the field. Is that financially smart to do? That they're not making money if they're not in the field. So I went online to a translator, and I translated everything that I know I needed to do with this individual, even though we brought someone else in, which was a family member. I was able to communicate with this person because I had the ability to use, and we'll call it AI because that's probably exactly what it is. My conversation, and it immediately transferred it into Spanish. So I had Spanish and English in this orientation that I'm non-Spanish speaking person was able to still conduct. So it was a wonderful, I was excited, one, that I had sense enough to say, okay, I need to figure it out. And two, that we figured it out. I didn't trust it enough to say only me and this person was going to do that. So I did have someone in the group with me, ultimately, that could translate, because again, even though we have the common basic language, I'll call it street language. They're different dialects of Spanish, believe it or not. And you can't assume that how we Americans translate is going to be exactly correct. So it's wonderful how much that we have no excuses anymore. We just don't.
May I say something?
Yes, ma'am, Aunt Shelley, go ahead.
Now that's funny that you would say that, and good job, Miss Adonia and Miss Stephanie, and you too, Miss Deanna. You are doing very well. You did well on yesterday as well. My mom looked at watch while I was watching. She's like, she said, Miss Diana. Miss Diana is so pretty. I said, that's Miss Deanna. But yeah, so speaking on that, I just want to share an experience I had on yesterday. So we're having our church anniversary, and my church is like 45 minutes away. So because I was going to be off last night and tonight for, we're having services all week, I told my mom, well, let me find an employee rate and we'll just go and stay at the hotel near the church. That way we won't be coming back and forth. And so I went out to get something to eat to this Asian restaurant. And I went there because they have like the brown rice and they have the fresh steamed vegetables and, they have their different little sauces, garlic sauce, whatever. And so I said, well, I went in and I placed my order. This was normally my second time going there. And I said, the last time that I was here, I added chicken to my vegetables and rice, and they didn't put the chicken. I kept picking up, forking mushrooms, thinking it was chicken, and there was no chicken. So she says, okay, well, I didn't add the chicken, but, and I don't know if I can add it now. I said, that's okay. I don't want you to have to go through that process again. It's fine. I'll try it the next time. So then she says, well, let me go in the back and see. I say, no, that's okay. I don't want to cause any issues. It's fine. Vegetables, rice, we're fine. And this is what they told me. She says, well, the only reason why I can't add it to your order is because the cooks back there, and they were all Asian. She says, none of them speak a lick of English. I say, what do you mean? She said, none of them speak English. I said, but they're preparing my food and they don't speak English? I say, so how do they know? She says, well, when we ring it in the register, everything comes up and you tell me exactly what you want. And when it goes in the back to them, it's translated into their language. And that's the way that they're able to prepare your food. So she didn't do anything different that I saw. She rang it up. She took my order. You want extra onions, whatever. She put it in. She rang it out and gave me my copy to sign. And she says, but when it gets to the back, it's translated into their language. And that's the way that they're able to prepare your meal, and they just bring it up front based on the ticket. So that shocked me. I'm like, wow, that was amazing.
Look at that. Look at that. Now, I want to say something because Mr. Danya brought up something absolutely wonderful. I want each and every one of you to understand that your employees are your first customers. Ms. Adanya used artificial intelligence to over-deliver and overperform when it came to the customer loyalty that she was performing with that new employee. Your first customers are your employees. Treat them as such. So when it comes to using the video, and we're going to close this out soon. I don't want to keep y'all too long today, but when it comes to using content creation, period, with artificial intelligence, not only think about the customers that are going to be paying you, but think about the customers that you're going to be paying. Because since your employees are your first customers, how they view what they're doing is going to come out when it comes to customer loyalty with the paying customers. So having that great CEO mindset, you'll keep your employees just as educated as you are. You will treat them with the same loyalty that you would treat the customers that are paying you. And I read that and I actually read that in a book somewhere, and it stuck out to me. I'm trying to remember the name of the book. I have it. It's around here somewhere. But when I read that was extremely, it stuck out to me because we don't consider those that work with us. We don't consider our teammates, our customers. They're the first people you have to convince to follow you. And you don't want just someone who wants a paycheck following you. So how do you make sure that that customer that's following you, that's going to help you bring in more customers, don't just want a paycheck while they're there. You involve them. You do the explainer videos. You maybe at the end of every week, you send out a video of you, thanking them for all of their hard work. Maybe you use artificial intelligence to generate weekly videos that you send out just to encourage them. Maybe you use artificial intelligence when it comes to creating videos to keep them updated on sales, marketing, and everything going on in the company, but in a way that lets them know, oh, well, if we continue to do this, this makes me feel good coming in because I feel appreciated because you took the time out to create this video or any type of anything to make me feel good about coming to work. They could have been stuck in traffic. And we all know how when you wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, that stubbed toe, the frustration and anger of that stubbed toe follows you throughout the rest of the day if you don't switch your mindset quick. Maybe they stubbed their toe that morning. And then they walk in, open their email, and there's this wonderful, encouraging video from their CEO saying, hey, it's okay. Today's going to be a good day. And it looks like, the little video with the ladies like, man, it's been a rough day this morning. I stubbed my toe. The dog chewed my shoe. The cat scooped all of the kitty litter out the box. The refrigerator was empty. And I knew I had left an egg McMuffin in there and somebody ate my egg McMuffin. So I didn't have no breakfast this morning. I didn't have time to stop. Because when I stubbed my toe, it slowed me down because I was limping around instead of running around like I would normally do. I almost forgot to brush my teeth this morning because, I was the stubbed toe was bothering me, got in the car and, at first the car wouldn't start. So, I'm having issues there. Then only to realize that I was too tired from yesterday. So I didn't put any gas in the car. So it kind of stuttered it a little bit before I started. So I had to go get gas, which cut out my time. So I couldn't get my breakfast. I couldn't stop from a daily Starbucks because I ran out of time. And then traffic was so bad. I just barely got here by the grace of my teeth a minute before I was supposed to clock in. So I want to thank you, Jerome, for this video that you sent me this morning, encouraging me that I'm going to have a great day today. Because let me tell you, this morning has been rough, okay? Your first customers are your employees. That customer loyalty goes a long way when it comes to those customers. And when I tell you, there was a point in time where doing a video for me, I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to edit it. I don't want to have to go to 15 different websites to find the perfect graphic. I don't want to talk because I sound like a chipmunk already. I don't want to add to that and then have that posted all over the world. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to sit here and create a video to encourage you when I can't even encourage myself to do the video. So what do? You use artificial intelligence to just cut all of that in half. Make it easier for you. Use ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT what you want. I want to encourage everyone today, letting them know that no matter how your morning started, the day is going to be perfect. Put that in ChatGPT. Let ChatGPT write the script. Then you go into InVideo and you paste it into InVideo. Let InVideo create all that beautiful stuff for you. You may have to move around some stuff because, a little baby seal can't go in every single frame, You may want somebody smiling and hugging somebody. You may want some wind blowing in the trees. I mean, the little baby seal is cute and all, but and then you go into Descript, you post your script in Descript and have the script do your audio for you in your voice. And you just put it all together in one place. And it may take you an hour because you need to, rearrange some things. But at least, and in the process while you're editing it, the words are They're gluing into your brain. They're encouraging you. They're helping you. And so by the time you finish the video, you're like, you know what, today is going to be a good day. Go ahead, Grace.
Before you leave, can you give me one thought about video automation and virtual reality? You had talked about it, but you gave an example of how kids, if they're doing math, when they put on their goggles, they pull this ball down here and I just wanted to put something in notes.
No, I got you. So when it comes to video automation and virtual reality, virtual reality is all video. But what it is it's video in 3D, 4D format. It's not the 2D. It's like 3D, 4D. Like when you go into the 3D movie theaters and you put on them red and blue. They're not even red and blue anymore. They're just black now. There's no fun in that. But you put on your glasses. Well, virtual reality is going to see a movie in 3D, but like 1,000 times better. So start thinking now, the videos you create now, start thinking about how you can shift those into virtual reality videos. Renee, instead of your vlogs being just video, people can journey into Linsome Land or Linsome World. I'm going off of Disney for some Disney stuck in my head.
I like the double L though.
Linsome Land.
I like the double L.
There we go. Linsome Land. They're walking into Linsome Land, and now they can go to the blog store and they can go into your catalog of blogs that you already have written, and they can scroll through them. I want that one. And they can physically grab it and put it into their cart. But that's all that is video for them though. They can go into the Linsome movie theater in Linsome Land, sit down and watch your TikTok videos or watch your YouTube videos. So start thinking about not just your video creation using artificial intelligence, but virtual reality as well. Stay ahead of what's going on. Virtual reality has been out for years. But just like as Antonio said, just like the BlackBerry was ahead of its time, virtual reality is way ahead of its time. But since we know about it, let's get ahead of it like Antonio taught us to do with ChatGPT. There are people who are just now finding out about ChatGPT. And we're building whole freaking businesses off of ChatGPT. Just saying. I want to thank each and every one of you. Oh, was that enough, Grace?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Cool beans. I want to thank y'all so much. For joining me this morning and all of my catastrophic brain farts. I'm creating words, Uncle Romy Rome. I'm creating words this morning. But no,
Go for it, sis.
Thank you all so much for joining us. See, that's Renee. Renee say, just be you. Create all you want to create. See? Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. You're very welcome, Renee. Thank you, Stephanie, Uncle Romy Rome, Miss Adanya. Thank you very much, Aunt Shelley. Did I say Renee already? Did I say thank you, Renee? Thank you, Melissa. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Janice. Thank you, Law. Thank you, Sandra. Did I say Uncle Romy Rome already? Okay. And thank you, Grace. Thank all of y'all so much for joining me on this morning. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Heads up, tomorrow morning, we're going to talk about blog automation with artificial intelligence. Get it ready. Check this out.
Yes.
Come on. So that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, overperforming and over delivering using blog automation with artificial intelligence. And we're going to get this done because, guys, if y'all blog, Renee knows, because that's what, but blogging for when it comes to customer service, customer loyalty is not just about saying thank you, and customer loyalty is not just about fixing a problem. Customer loyalty begins the moment you say, I want to do this. The moment Renee said, I want to write blogs, or I want to be a writer as my career. Well, your customer service started the moment you said, I want to be. That's when your customer loyalty started. I want to be. Okay. Well, since you want to be, these people need to know who you are. So I want to thank y'all so much for joining us. Streams of income. Yes, ma'am. Thank you all for preparing. Come on, Miss Stephanie. Yes. All right. Tonight is Pathbender. 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We know.
I'm gonna get it together by tonight, y'all. I'm gonna get it together by tonight. I will do my meditations. So Pathbender won't be so sporadic as this morning's call. I'm gonna be more together brain-wise. The thought processes will connect. We'll put this puzzle piece here, put that puzzle piece there. It's all gonna work out. But I will see you all tonight for Pathbender. We're going to have so much fun because we're talking about some good stuff. I want to say what we're talking about, but then I don't want to say what we're talking about. But we're talking about like ancestry and things like that. But I don't want to say what we're talking about. But, we're talking about, how it all ties together with ancestry and going back in the days, Pangea and things like that. But I'm not going to tell y'all what we're talking about in Pathbender. You have to be a part of Pathbender in order to know what we're talking about in Pathbender, like, where it all comes back to. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. You can plan better. You can dominate. See you all tonight. Love you.
Love you more.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.